Great friends, welcome you all. Good to have you every day. I extend my gratitudes and congratulate you for being there so regularly and insist you to continue learning Shastra Jnanam from this source here or anywhere. But don't give up. Wherever your mind is able to tune, there listen mainly to the Tattva Shastras and also other Shastras which you gain knowledge from and keep yourself on right path, right track towards the right and righteous goal. Like every day today also, dear friends, instead of 7 or 6, 5 things only we do. Earlier we used to have 7 where even Upanishad also we used to explain. Ishakena Kata Prashna Mundamandukya Taitriya we told you. Then Aitareya, there we stopped. Aitareya Shvetashvatara were to be covered, we stopped there. Maybe sometime we start. Then in the 6 classes, Sri Rama Charitha Sundarakanda, last 4 months we are doing. Yesterday it got over. And then we thought of taking up Srimad Bhagavatam, 7th Skanda for you. That we'll do after 2 weeks. Maybe February, second week onwards. Correct? Therefore, minus those two, we have only 5 things to do today. A common sense thought, Sankalpa, Sahanavavatu, Vedic chanting, and our Geetha Adhyayana. After maybe a couple of weeks, Geetha ji will also be over. Then the Vedic chanting, though, till that ninth mandala is over, I will continue. Right, friends? Once that is over, Rigveda Parayanam, it will be a great trupti for us. Any other Veda, if it is there, we'll take up the study of that. Okay, now let us start. Today, what is our common sense thought? 2, 3 things only. First and foremost is first, you have to, I have to, we have to go through the Shastras from our teachers necessarily and know from them what is the right way of living, what is the righteous way of living, what is the way of living for final destination called as the liberation from all bondages. And if that's not very clear to us, then we'll always be in vague only. Okay, vagueness. So be clear about what exactly the Shastras are indicating us to live the life for our own outer and inner benefits, or let us say happiness or fulfillment. First, to thoroughly understand it. Second point is key, what life we are living now, become aware of it, conscious of it. And what life we are living now, moment to moment, day to day, outer and inner. And then compare these two. Is what is said by Shastra alone we are living, or something wrong, destructive? If our life is as per Shastra told, nothing like that. हो गया बात? नहीं है. So then, wherever we have to bring those changes, modifications, we have to bring. And thus, simple, save ourselves. This is the only purpose for which we have come here on the earth as human beings. Not the other purposes which think of earning money and indulging. That the buddhi rahita pashus do that. Buddhi yukta manusya should think of the highest achievements and do that only. Okay, so only 3 things we discussed. Now, in these three, one by one, let's analyze what exactly the Shastras tell us to live, because of which we are safe, and because of which we are growing, because of which we are evolving, because of which we are asset to the world, helping the world. पढ़ो ग्रंथ पढ़ो शास्त्र पढ़ो. In some of the texts only the thought is given. In many texts, with the logic, it is explained. In some texts, the past stories are told, called as Purana Itihasa. Browse through them. What is said there? Is not only these 4 or 5 lives. One is the righteous life. Two is the value oriented life. Three, the service oriented life. Fourth, the meritorious life. Fifth, the devotional life. And last but not the least, the spiritual life. This is what we are told. In the spiritual life, we are told that that which is the substratum of everything, that is you. You realize it. Then you are finally permanently liberated. शास्त्र यही कहते हैं ना हमको, यू आर नॉट स्थूल सूक्ष्म कारण शरीर युक्त जागृत स्वप्न सुषुप्ति पुरुष, यू आर द शुद्ध परमात्मा. Or you are not this Anna Prana Manomaya Vijnana Anandamaya Kosha, you are the inner Satchit Ananda Atma. All Upanishads of thousands of years of gap, finally they told this only as the Adhyatmic final destination, Moksha. So we have to know that what Shastra is telling us. You want finally Moksha? It is available only in the Mukta Atma, because only the self is the one which is free from all bondages called as birth, modification, change and death. Old age and death. Janma, Jara, Vikara and Mrityu. Rahita is only the Paramatma. In these 4 only, the birth, change, decay and destruction, that there is dukkha, we call as samsara. So we have to be very clear, unambiguous about it. Pakka. What Shastras say. At second level, what Shastras say, if this one cannot be achieved, we must live the life of the total worship and devotion. Isn't it? The Lord is prescribed for us the devotional methods both. In the puja room, devotional methods in the Vyavahara, which we have studied thoroughly in Geetha chapter 12, Tulsi Rama, and everywhere we are seeing. This is what we are told to live life to be safe. In this case, what happens? Because we are worshipping that Lord, under His grace, we won't take up wrong steps. We don't take wrong decisions. We are protected and saved. More devotion we have, we are lifted to be qualified for the first thing which we said. Each Shastra says about the Tattva or Atma or Paramatma. For that, the qualification, ability, opportunities, when we do to the Lord, Lord will give us when we are devoted to Him. This is what we are told to live as an human being. Then that the little lesser than life, that is what? The life of merits. Meritorious life. Punya karma कहते हैं उसको. Wherein we are doing lots of upasanas, lots of japa tapa, lots of service, what do you call, the service orientation to the world, etc. Punya karma kar rahe. So we are told that, and that accumulates a lot of good karma phala for us, which gives us in the coming life all better and greater things. Wherever we are placed, or we are placed in a better place. So that's what we have to be thoroughly understanding. Life should be spiritual, life should be devotional, life should be meritorious. Little lesser than that, the life should be lived at the service level. We have to be always looking for the opportunities to serve the world. Physically, by physical service, monetarily, by giving money, any other services which we can do. This also invokes goodwill, love, respect, help from the world that helps us in this world to be happy. Like somebody you hosted in your house. It is a seva. 2 days, 3 days. He's so happy. He says, आप भी हमारे गांव आए सिटी में, आप हमारे यहाँ रह सकते. And suddenly you had a work there to go. You are in confusion where to stay. You call him up. He says, "अरे, I stayed in your house. How wonderful! You took care of me. आ जाओ." तो तुमने उनको सेवा किया, इसलिए he also reciprocated. In many ways, service-oriented life is what is recommended for us to do. What is the doubt in it? उससे छोटा वाला, कम वाला, मिनिमम वाला, फर्स्ट वाला is this one. We have to be righteous living people. Righteousness means dharmika jivana, wherein we exactly understand all our duties in our different identities and then live accordingly. Then the sin of omission will not be there. While doing so, adharma nahi karna, sin of commission will not be there. Dharma protects us from falling down. Seva protects us, helps us to get the help from the world. Punya helps us in the next world. Upasanas help us in the protection of the Lord always. Lord protects us. Jnana gives us moksha. सारे शास्त्रों में ये बातें स्पष्ट रूप से कहे. One more thing you can add, which adds to all these things, is a beautiful, consciously developed, values-oriented life. How many values we have studied in Geetha and all. So value oriented, duty oriented, service oriented, meritorious, and then devotional, and then pure knowledge oriented. These are the 6 ways we are told to live. पहले इन सबको पक्का समझो. Right? Now what are we living? अब इसको समझो थोड़ा सा 2-4 मिनट में. Now we are living first ignorance about all these 6 things. Buddhu, Gonchu, because nobody teaches us in school, college, only 0.5% they teach. Parents want to teach, but they can't, but they themselves don't do, or we take them for granted. If at all we don't want to listen from anyone, it is first the parents only. अब बाकी को कहते हैं अब मेरे माँ बाप से सुनता नहीं हूँ अब तुमसे क्यों सुनूंगा तो वी आर ignorant is the first one. Second is what? We are in our own recesses, carry the load of so many past vasanas and tendencies. You and I. Third, these vasanas are the ones which project the mind and on the mind create these sankalpas. Fuzul wale. Those when you are not careful or alert, they gather momentum. The sankalpa gathering momentum is called desire, which was never required. But once that sankalpa became desire, then prompted by that desire, we keep working punya or papa, good or bad karma. That karma leads us to the karma phala. To get that karma phala, we are sent to those places. See, the karma phala 1 minute ka bhi hota hai. Like you put your finger in the fire, karma, immediately phala will come. It won't take tomorrow, kal, parso jalega. अभी जलता है. कुछ कर्म का फल 1 घंटे के बाद होता है. Like you ate a wrong food, then by the time it goes to digestive system, takes 1 hour, then all this stomach ache. Some karma phala comes in 10 hours, next day. Some is in 1 week. And one is 1 month, 2 months. You plant some plants that will give flowers and all 3-4 महीने में. Isn't it? Some karma phala 6 years, 5 years, कोई 10 साल के बाद. Some phalas which can't be given in this life will come to us in future lives. Therefore, for the sake of giving us that karma phala only, we are sent elsewhere. And to be sent elsewhere, we have to be taken away from here. So, taking us away from here is called death. Elsewhere, we are sent is called birth. Like now, we are all born here to go through all karma phala of the past. Before, we were somewhere else. There we died. Now here we are born. Now here throughout life we will live, going through the karma phala, and with our ignorance, doing so many nonsense and creating more and more vasanas. And one day we'll die. Where will we go? Again to that world, that place, that situation, those surroundings, where we have to get the karma phalas. While getting them, again we can't keep quiet. look at the world around, get attracted, again create sankalpas, desires, work for them, or make them vasanas, and then go there to those conducive places. This is what an ignorant, this is called samsara chakra. What is that? Ajnana, Vasana, Sankalpa, Kamana, Kamya Karma, Karma Phala Bhoga, again Vasana. These are the chakra of the seven things. Ajnana remains there. Ajnana remains means these earlier said six things we are never aware of. That we have to live life righteously, value oriented, meritorious, service oriented, then what do you call devotional oriented and knowledge oriented. इसका ज्ञान चढ़ता ही नहीं हमारे अंदर. That's there only in the moksha or somewhere. This life is called samsara. This life is called as migration. Janma marana transmigration. This is called as bondage. Now it's very clear. तो दोनों को हमने देखा है. अब then what to do? Obviously, right from the beginning. First one, ajnana replaced by jnana. By regularly studying the Shastras, listening to the Satsangas of our Gurus, Mahatmas, Acharyas. No other alternative. Then the negative vasanas of world and worldliness, make them positive. Positive of these six things. Accordingly, as the vasanas so the sankalpa, therefore keep having those positive sankalpas. फिर मुझे धर्म करना है, पुण्य करना है, सेवा करना है, वैल्यूज करना है, भक्ति करना है, उपासना ज्ञान करना है. Those sankalpas only make strong them, then have the desires. They are called noble desires. Because of them, we are not doing anything wrong. We are serving the world. We are fulfilling our life's mission. Therefore, they are called noble desire, technically Shubhecha. So earlier ones were Ashubhecha because they were binding us. तो दुष्ट संकल्प को शिष्ट संकल्प से चेंज करो, अशुभेच्छा को शुभेच्छाओं से चेंज करो. Then according to that शुभेच्छा only, let us live the life. Knowingly, clearly. Our life should be filled with only these six types of things done. Not misguided by others, not for the sake of vasana, projected astra, and invoking grace of God. Most important is it is we who have to take it into our hands, and with clear knowledge that they have to be done by us only, we have to take initiatives. Like in the world, who is going to college, school? I went. Who studied? I studied. Who prepared for exam? Me. Who wrote exam? Me. Who got the job? Me. Who got married? Me. Who got children? Me. Who got good bank? हर जगह मैं ही कर रहा हूँ ना. तो ये जब यहाँ में मुझे ही करना है. If I am diseased, I have to take medicine. If I am hungry, I have to take the food. If I am tired, somebody else can't take rest for me. Same way, if I have to set myself right, I have to take my life into my hands, feel total responsibility. Nobody else can do anything for us. Whatever others can do, they are already doing. You need not tell them. The parents, the relatives, the God, the gurus, the world, वो उसको जो करना है कर ही रहा है. हमें अपना जानकर करना है. Take life into hands and do it. Clear? Think more about it. Once or twice more you can listen. Thank you. ओम परम ब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्त ब्रह्म भक्ति योग धर्म विद्याचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः. संकल्पः तेषां सर्वेषां कृपा अनुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोधेन अस्मिन् क्षणे एव मोक्ष कैवल्य प्राप्त्यर्थं श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणेतिहास सन्तवाङ्मयोक्त साध्य साधनानुभव सिद्ध्यर्थं तत्रोक्त ऋषिमुनिगुरुदेवता दर्शनानुग्रहण प्राप्त्यर्थम सनातन धर्म से वैदिक हैंदव संस्कृते सांप्रदायानां शास्त्राणां मोक्षमार्गाणां गुरु शिष्य भक्त भगवत परंपरादीनां पुनरुत्थान जागरण विश्वव्याप्ति विश्वाध्यात्मिक प्रगति एकता शांति पुरोभिवृद्ध्यर्थम अस्मिन् सनातन धर्म संस्थापने कंकणबद्ध अस्माकं सह सर्वेषां निरंतर दिग्विजयार्थं श्रीराम मंदिरवत् शिव कृष्णादि समस्त मंदिराणाम् आश्रमाणां पुण्यदिव्य क्षेत्राणां विश्वविद्यालय भूभागादीनां पुनर्वाप्ति तेषु निरंतर शास्त्र अध्ययन अध्यापन उपासना यज्ञयाग साधना सेवा तपस्या प्रार्थनादीनां द्वारा भारतवर्षस्य सनातनधर्मस्य बाह्याभ्यन्तरशत्रूणां शाश्वतरूपेण समूलनिर्मूलनार्थं भारतवर्षे विश्वे च अस्मात् क्षणादारभ्य वैदिकहैन्दवसंस्कृतेः सुसम्प्रतिष्ठा अवाप्त्यर्थं विश्वे मोक्षधर्मपुरुषार्थप्रतिष्ठाद्वारा विश्वसंरक्षणाभिवृद्ध्यर्थम् अस्यां कक्षायाम् आगतानां युवानां संकल्पित सत्कर्मसु दिग्विजयार्थं तेषां हृदये परब्रह्म भगवद्देवता गुरु शास्त्र सत्संग साधना सेवा माता पितृ देश धर्म सनातन धर्म भक्त्यादीनां द्वारा जन्म साफल्यार्थम् अनेक शास्त्राणाम् अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मध्ये शांति मंत्रोच्चारण वेद मंत्र पारायणं श्रीमद्भगवद्गीता अष्टादशोऽध्यायस्य अध्ययनं वयं सर्वे विवेक वैराग्य भक्ति ज्ञानादीनां द्वारा विजय प्राप्त्यर्थम जन्म साफल्यार्थम मोक्षार्थम सनातन धर्मार्थम भारतवर्षार्थम विश्व कल्याणार्थम च करिष्यामहे। संकल्प हो गया। लेट अस स्टार्ट। सहना भवतु। ओम 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 सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः। ओम शांति शांति शांति। ओम गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। Let us do Vedic chanting today. How many will do? 57, 58, 59, 60. 57, 50, 60. चार हो सकते हैं शायद. Let us do Om अथ वेदपारायणं ऋग्वेदः सप्तममण्डलम् अथ सप्तपञ्चाशत्तम अनुवाकादारभ्य ॐ मध्वो भो नाम मारुतं यजत्राः प्रयज्ञेषु शवसा मदन्ते ये रेजयन्ति रोदसी चिदुर्वे पिन्वन्त्युत्संयदया सुरुग्राः निचेतारो हि मरुतो गृणन्तं प्रणेतारो यजमानस्य मन्म अस्माकमद्य विदथेषु बर्हिरावीतये सदतविप्रियाणाः नैतावदन्ये मरुतो यथे मे भ्राजन्ते रुक्मैरायुधैस्तनूभिः आरोदसी विश्वपिश पिशानाः समानमञ्जञ्जते शुभेकम् रुदक्सावो मरुतो दिद्युदस्तु यद्व आगः पुरुषताकराम मा वस्तस्यामपि भूमाय जत्रा अस्मेवो अस्तु सुमतिश्च निष्ठा कृते चिदत्र मरुतो रणन्तानवद्यास शुचयः पावकाः प्रणोवत सुमतिभिर्यजत्राः प्रवाजेभिस्तिरत पुष्यसेनः उतस्तुतासो मरुतो व्यन्तु विश्वेभिर्नामभिर्नरो हवींषि ददातनो अमृतस्य प्रजायै जिघृतराय सूनृता मगाने आस्तुतासो मरुतो विश्व ऊते अच्छा सूरीन् सर्वताता जिगात ये नस्मना शतिनो वर्धयन्ति यूयं पात स्वस्तिभिः सदा नः। 58 प्रसाकमुक्षे अर्चता गणा ययो दैव्यस्य धाम्नस्तु विश्वान् उतक्षोदन्ति रोदसी महित्वा नक्षन्ते नाकं निर्वृतेरवंशात् जनोश्चिद्वो मरुतस्त्वेष्येण भीमासस्तु अभिमन्यवो यासः प्रये महो विरोजसोत सन्ति विश्वो वो यामन्भयते स्वर्धृक् बृहद्वयो मघवद्भ्यो ददात जुजोष निन्मरुतः सुष्टुतिं नः गतो नाद्वावितिराति जन्तुं प्रणः स्वार्हाभिरूतिविस्तिरेत युष्मोतो विप्रो मरुतः शतस्वी युष्मोतो अर्वा सहुरिः सहस्री युष्मोतः सम्राडुतहन्ति वृत्रं प्रतद्वो अस्तु दूतयो देष्णम् ता रुद्रस्य मीडुषो विवासे कुविन्नं सन्ते मरुतः पुनर्नः यत्सस्वर्ता जिहीडिरे यदा विरवतदेन ईमहे तुराणाम् रसावाचि सुष्टुतिर्मघो नामिदं सोक्तं मरुतो दुषन्त आराच्छिद्वेषो वृषणो युयोत यूयं भात स्वस्तिभिः सदा नः 59 यन्त्रायध्व इदमिदं देवा सोऽयं च नयथ तस्मा अग्ने वरुणमित्रार्यमन्मरुत शर्म यच्छत युष्माकं देवा अवसाहनिप्रिय ईजानस्तरति द्विषः प्रसक्षयन्ति रते विमहीरिषो यो भोवराय दाशते न हि वश्चरमं जनवसिष्ठः परिमंसते अस्माकमद्यमरुतः सुते स चाविश्वे पिबत कामिनः न हि व ऊतिः पृतना सुमर्दति यस्मा हराद्वन्नरः अविव आवर्त्सुमतिर्नवीयसीतूयं यात पिपीशवः ओषु कृष्वीरादसो यात नान्धांसि पीतये इमा वो हव्यामरुतो ररेहि कम्मोष्वन्यत्र गन्तन आचनो बर्हि सदता विताचन स्पार्हाणि दातवे वसो अस्रेदन्तो मरुत सौम्ये मदौ स्वाहेह मादयाध्वयि सस्वश्चिद्धि तन्वः शुम्भमाना आहंसासो नीलपृष्ठा अवप्तन् विश्वं शर्धो अभितो मानिषेदनरो न रण्वाः सवने वदन्तः यो नो मरुतो अविदुर्हृणायुस्तिरश्चित्तानि वसवो जिघांसते द्रुहः पाशान् प्रति समुचीष्ट तपिष्ठेन हन्मना हन्तनाथम् सान्त्वना इदं हविर्मरुतस्तज्जुषुष्टुन युष्माकोतेरिषादसः गृहमेधास आगतमारुत्मरुतो मापभूतन युष्माकोते सुदानवः इहेहवः स्वतवसः कवयः सूर्यत्वचः यज्ञं मरुत आवृणे त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनान् मृत्योर्मुक्षय्य मामृतात् 60th यदद्य सूर्यभ्रवो नागा उद्यन्मित्राय वरुणाय सत्यं वयं देवत्रादिते स्याम तव प्रियासो अर्य मन्गृणन्तः एषस्य मित्रा वरुणानुचक्षा उभे उदेति सूर्यो अविज्मन् विश्वस्य स्थातुर्जगतश्च गोपारुजु मर्त्येषु वृजिना च पश्यन् अयुक्तसप्तहरितः सदस्त्याद्याय ईं वहन्ति सूर्यं घृताचीः धामानि मित्रा वरुणा युवाकुः संयो यूते वजनिमानि चष्टे उद्वां वृक्षासो मधुमन्तो अस्तुरा सूर्यो हरुहच्छुक्रमर्णः यस्मा आदित्या अध्वनो रदन्ति मित्रो अर्यमा वरुणः सजोषाः इमे चेतारो अनुतस्य भूरेर्मित्रो अर्यमा वरुणो हि सन्ति इमरुतस्य वावृतुर्दुरोणे षग्मास पुत्रादित्येरदब्धाः इमे मित्रो वरुणो धूळभासो चेतसं चिच्चितयन्ति दक्षैः अभिक्रतुं सुचेतसं वतन्तस्थिरश्चिदहं चिदं हः सुवधानयन्ते इमे दिवो अनिमिषा पृथिव्या चिकित्वांसो अचेतसं नयन्ते प्रव्राजे चिन्नद्यो गादमस्ति पारन्नो अस्य विष्पितस्य पर्षन् यद्गोपा वददिति शर्म भद्रं मित्रो यच्छन्ति वरुण सुदासे तस्मिन्नाथो कन्तनयन् ददानामा कर्मदेवहेळनन्तुरासः अववेदिं होत्राभिर्यजेतरिपः काश्चिद्वरुणद्रुतः सः परिद्वेषोभिरर्यमा वृणक्तूरं सुदासे वृषणा उलोकं सस्वश्चिद्धिसमृतिस्त्वेष्येष्यामपीच्येनः सहसा सहन्ते युष्मद्भिया वृषणो रेजमाना दक्षस्य चिन्महिना मृडतानः यो ब्रह्मणे सुमतिमायजाते वाजस्य सातौ परमस्य रायः सीक्षन्तमन्युं भगवानो अर्य उरुक्षयाय चक्रिरे सुधातो इयं देव पुरोहितिर्युवभ्यां यज्ञेषु मित्रावरुणावकारी विश्वानि दुर्गावेष्पिपृशं विपृतं नो यूयं वात स्वस्तिभिः सदा नः ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः. So we have done up to 60th mantra. Right, Bhagavad Gita 56th we'll conclude today. 57th mantra we start. And the subject under discussion is when we are gaining all Tattva Jnana from Shastra, do the sadhana, there is moksha. For any of the reason, if by ourselves we are not able to do, the Lord can do His help to us and see to it that we get that moksha. For invoking the help of the Lord, what we have to do towards the God is called bhakti. That bhakti is what is taught here. So become a bhakta, do bhakti, be blessed by the Lord for the mukti. With full faith in Him, when we have that bhakti, upasana is done, then He will take us, guide us through that path and make us gain that jnanam and moksham. Okay, that's what is the subject discussed. 56th mantra, let's chant twice. 57th mantra, let's do 4 times. Om Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Shri Geetha Sharanam Mama, Shri Vyasa Sharanam Mama, Shri Sadguru Sharanam Mama, Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Sharanam Mama, Sharanam Mama. Om Shri Krishna Parabrahmane Namaha, Srimad Bhagavad Gita, अथ मोक्षसन्न्यासयोगः षट्पञ्चाशत्तम सप्तपञ्चाशत्तमौ श्लोकौ श्रीभगवानुवाच सर्वकर्माण्यपि सदा कुर्वाणो मद्व्यपाश्रयः मत्प्रसादादवाप्नोति शाश्वतं पदमव्ययम्. Again, सर्वकर्माण्यपि सदा कुर्वाणो मद्व्यपाश्रयः मत्प्रसादादवाप्नोति शाश्वतं पदमव्ययम्. 57 4 times. Shri Bhagavanuvacha, Shri Bhagavanuvacha, Chetasa Sarvakarmani, Chetasa Sarvakarmani, Chetasa Sarvakarmani, Chetasa Sarvakarmani, Mayi Sanyasya Matparaha, Mayi Sanyasya Matparaha, Mayi Sanyasya Matparaha, मयि सन्न्यस्य मत्परः बुद्धियोगमुपाश्रित्य 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 मच्चित्तः सततं भव मच्चित्तः सततं भव मच्चित्तः सततं भव मच्चित्तः सततं भव. Together twice. श्रीभगवानुवाच चेतसा सर्वकर्माणि मयि सन्न्यस्य मत्परः बुद्धियोगमुपाश्रित्य मच्चित्तः सततं भव चेतसा सर्वकर्माणि मयि सन्न्यस्य मत्परः बुद्धियोगमुपाश्रित्य मच्चित्तः सततं भव. What a great guidance. 55, if you remember, what was said? Bhagavan said, Bhaktya mam abhitaha janat. Yavan yahacha asmi tattvata. When you are devoted to me, you will know me as how much powerful I am, imminently, what I am in my nature, transcendentally. Okay? Yahacha asmi tattvataha. Tato mam tattvata jnatva. Tataha, thereafter, as a result of knowing me, essentially, knowing me, tattvataha, knowing me by my nature, the surprising thing will happen. What will that happen? Vishate tad anantaram. You will enter into me to discover your oneness with me. You are me, I am you. Then, as I am infinite, you are. As I am blissful, you are. I am miseryless, you are miseryless. That's the meaning of Vishate tadanantaram mam. Tato mam tattvato jnatva Vishate. You will enter to become one with me. The very sublime things, they'll happen when we do. We only just started now studying Gita. No, अब 6-7 बार पढ़े तो better ideas come to us. Okay. Now having listened this, Bhakti Amama Janati, obviously we ask the question, what is the bhakti to you, O Lord? So all upasanas also are bhakti. Temple visit bhakti. Japa puja also bhakti. All of them. But here Bhagavan is telling us the total actual bhakti which he likes. Okay. The real bhakti mein these four things are there. One, myself. Do's to all my upadhis. Three, with all my upadhis, whatever I do. Fourth, whatever the result that's going to come. All of that offering to the Lord is bhakti. Me, my upadhis, with them whatever I do, satkarma only obviously, dharma karma, and whatever the phala it's going to yield. All that Bhagwan ko arpan karna, isko bhakti kehte. That's what we were seeing in the 56वां श्लोक. Then, when we have given up all the karma phala to the Lord in the bhakti aspect, the second aspect is asking from the Lord only the jnana and moksha. This is the second expression of bhakti for moksha. Third one is what? Depending on Him, relying on Him, leaving it to Him. When will He give us the jnana and moksha? That patient waiting also is called bhakti. So offering everything to Him, asking Him for jnana and moksha, patiently waiting for Him to bless. These three are called vyapasrayaha in this next shloka, which we have thoroughly seen. What was that? Krishna, sarva karmanyabhi sada kurvano mad vyapasrayah mad prasadadavapnoti shashvatam padam avyayam. Very, very important. Sarva karmani api sada kurvana. Yesterday we explained it exhaustively. Today we'll add only one more thing. So, sarva karmani kurvan, basically our own dharma karma or whatever the upasana karmas we are told. उनको आप सर्व कर्म मानो. बाय मिस्टेक कोई अलग ऐसे भी कर्म करते हैं हम, वो जो पाप का धर्म का पुण्य, ओके इवन दे आल्सो. जब हो रहे हैं आपके द्वारा, मत भी अप आश्रय, पुट ऑल ऑफ देम टू मी, गिव ऑल ऑफ देम टू मी. From this only the other religions they learned and they go and offer to God. We also do everything. Kayana manaha buddhya kevalai. Daily we do that. Kayana vacha mansenderva buddhyatmanava prakriti svabhavat karomi yati sagalam parasmai narayana samarpayam karke. Our day never ends without doing samarpana to the Lord. Hindu Sanatan Dharma. तो भक्ति में काया वाचा इंद्रिया बुद्धि मनसा whatever is done we offer to him. So that's the meaning of sarva karmanyavi kurvanaha, doing all things that are forbidden, mad vi apa ashraya. Okay, this is what we saw yesterday. What is the thing today we thought of adding is this one key. There are so many karmas that are happening involuntarily by us, within us also. Even knowing that they are also happening because of Lord's grace. Offer them to Him only. So karmani kurvanaha, which we do them voluntarily, and works that are happening. For example, our respirations. Are we doing it consciously? If we are given that job, then no other work we can do. Because respiration ruk gaya, by mistake mar jate hain apan. Is it not His grace that's there happening? The same way, all the things that are happening at the physiological level within us. The cardio system of the heart, whatever work it does. Then the digestive system, the circulatory system, the excretory system, the self-repairing system. In our body, how many neuroendocrine systems over there? Na? Who is doing all of them? It is He only doing. Therefore, even they, without whose you cannot be alive, are done by Him. In general, the world also, all the sun, moon rising or rains, सारे जो भी हो रहे प्रभु की कृपा है ऐसा मानो बाहर का. That is secondary. Primarily, whatever we voluntarily do, which involuntarily happen in us. That's why, चीखते हैं तब भी भगवान का नाम लेते हैं, गिर जाते हैं तब भी भगवान का नाम, स्लिप होते हैं, पतितः स्खलितः स्नीजितः स्नीजिंग, कृष्णा कृष्णा रामा रामा, वैसे इट इज नेचुरल. वी डोंट से लाइक आई एम सॉरी, व्हाट सॉरी, तुम तो रोक नहीं सकते उसको. Nobody can stop the sneezings, coughs, hiccups. Anyway, is it clear? Even the involuntary actions that are happening in our body. Know that Bhagavan only doing it. Along with that, what's happening? See, are we not growing in our age? The body is doing. ये सारा जो बचपन में थे हम बड़े हो गए, हमने कुछ थोड़ी किया वो, भगवान ने. And we ate food, therefore we grew. But who made the food? Not the farmer. Farmer only sowed the seed. The water, the sunlight, the earth, who have given all of them? Bhagavan ne diya na. So in this way, our growth in knowledge, in our mind, in our physical body, everything is Bhagavan ही कर रहे हैं, ऐसा भावना करना. So voluntary and involuntary, all of them. Punya karmas, inadvertently, even if something wrong happens. Oh Lord, galti se ho gaya, I'm offering it. It's called as Madhvi Apashraya. Second is, in that Vyapashraya, I don't want this karma phala, I want only the moksha. After that, now it is in your court the ball. When do you want to give? You decide. I wait for it. That's called as Sarva Karmanya Sada Kurvanaha and Madhva Prashaya. Sada, always we should be in that mode. What I'm doing is given by him to do. After doing it, I'll offer it to him. And whatever is happening, happened, going to happen, all is by his grace. This is called devotion. Never missing the Lord. Never keeping anything away from Lord. Ever offering everything to God. That's called as bhaktya. So sarva karmanya vida kurvana madhyapashraya. And generally bhakti matlab is only upasanas. So that only 1 hour, 2 days per day. Therefore, that 1 hour upasana and all things throughout the day what you do, offering all of them to God is devotion. Therefore, always you are a devotee. 24 ghanta. So sarva karmanya sada kurvana madhyapashraya. Then mat prasadat. Yesterday we saw this. By my prasada and anugraha, when I am pleased, I will bless you. Lord Krishna says here. If you are a devotee of Shiva, never mind. Ganapati, koi bhi Bhagwan ho, all are same. Rupa Nama Leelas are same, but one truth only expressing through them. One Ishvara. So he says, Mat prasada, by my prasada, prasannata, grace. Avapnoti. You will obtain. What do you obtain? Padam, that state of being. Which is that? Shashvatam, permanent, avyam, never decaying. So you realize yourself to be that Shashvata Avyaya being. I am not a Ashashvata Vijayukta Dehadi Upadi. क्या देह शाश्वत है? मैक्सिमम 120, 140, 160 years. And अव्यय है क्या वो? No, every day it's decaying. Paramatma is Shashvata, is beyond time. Avyaya, he never decays or gets diseased or disappears or decomposes. ऐसा नहीं होता उनका. So that I am. I realize that. That's the meaning of avapnoti. Padam avapnoti. Shashvatam padam avapnoti. Shashvatam avyam padam avapnoti. Mat prasadat. If we do this thing of sarva karmani sada kurvanaha and madhyapashraya. In that madhyapashraya, praying to Lord for moksha, waiting for Lord to bless, we should know. That's what madhyapashrayatva. And the Lord only comes in the form of Guru, teaches us, lifts our mind. Your devotee, whatever he knows. Whatever he doesn't know, he knows one thing, that my Lord is taking care of me. Devotee knows this. I don't know anything, but my Lord knows he is taking care of. But now you are lost money, you are suffering, somebody is insulted. I know, but all of that also, my Lord is taking care of me, taking me towards moksha. मुझे पक्का ही श्रद्धा है. Whatever he brings to me or gives to me, it's only in my spiritual interest, because that's only my interest, and I have prayed to him for that, and He is kind enough. In this way, we will be, through devotion, by His grace, we can recognize the Padam Avyayam Shashvatam. Ho gaya? Now, same thing, more physically. What is the meaning of Sarvakarmani Sada Kurvana Mad Vyapashraya? Bhagavan says in the next two shlokas also. And in the next 58, he will not only give assurance, but if at all by any ego, if we refrain from doing this, we only are following the misguidance of our own mind. By that, keeping away from the Lord, we only become destructive to ourselves. That topic will be discussed. We'll see tomorrow. Thank you. Om Durjana Sajjano Bhuyat Sajjana Shanti Vapnayat Shanto Muccheda Bandebhyaha Muktaschan Vimojet Asado Ma Sadgame Tamasoma Jyotirgame Mrityormamritangame Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purna Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Avashishyate Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Shri Guru Bhyo Paramarshibhyo Parabrahmane Shrutimatre Matatsad Brahmarpanamastu Om Shri Krishna Chandra Bhagavan ki Jai Geetha Mata ki Jai Vedas Bhagavan ki Jai Ramachandra Bhagavan ki Jai Ramayana Mahashastra ki Jai वाल्मीकि भगवान की जय तुलसीदास भगवान की जय बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय सद्गुनाथ महाराज की जय आज के आनंद की जय हनुम पार्वती मति हर हर महादेव हर सर्वत्र गोविंद नाम संकीर्तन गोविंदा गोविंद जानकी जीवन स्मरण जय राम राम अम्बे अम्बे श्री शक्ति माता की जय समस्त श्रोता भक्त साधक सेवक उपास जिज्ञासु धर्म संस्थापक मुमुक्ष मुक्तगण की जय भारत माता की जय सनातन धर्म की जय वैदिक हिंद संस्कृति की जय अध्यात्म जीवन विधान की जय समस्त युवा मंडल की जय. Thank you, friends. See you tomorrow.